Good morning. Hey, this is an amazing, crazy day, and I'm just having a great time. My name is Steve Shannon, and I'm coming to you from Southern Michigan. Um, Today, I'd like to share the thought about what is integrity. What does that mean to you? Well, definition I have here for a person, integrity is a matter of that person's word, nothing more or nothing less. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to look at a couple aspects of integrity. So keeping your word and honoring your word. Okay? Now, keeping your word consists of the following: doing what you say you would do and doing it on time. And that's pretty straightforward. What happens if, okay, honey, I am going to do the dishes for you. All right? And then you don't do them till the morning or the next day. Now, how you think that's affecting my wife in there? So when you say you're going to do something, do it on time. Give it a time factor. Honey, I'm going to do the dishes as soon as we are done eating. Now, what would that do for your integrity if you get up and you do it on time? Second part, doing what you know to do and doing it as it was meant to be done and doing it on time. That's basically saying, put your best effort in. Don't cut corners. Do the very best you can. Okay? And doing it on time. Number 3, doing what others will expect you to do, even if you haven't said you would do it, and doing it on time. What in the world is that? Okay, you're part of a family, and everyone in the family has something they should, they need to do. People are expecting you to do it. One thing, like I had to take out the trash. Now, what happens if I, waited and the trash started overflowing and not, excuse me, and not taking it out when it is obviously needs to be taken out. And then the wife says, when are you going to take the trash out? Now, is that doing what they expect to be doing and then doing it at that time? So how did that look to her? Where's my integrity at? It makes me look like I don't care, doesn't it? So what are you going to do about that? It says, hey, just put it in your mind that you're going to check the trash in the morning and check the trash at night. If it's full, you take it out. And think about how they're going to impress your wife that she don't have to talk to you about it anymore. All right. Let's look at the part of honoring your word. Okay. Whenever you will not be keeping your word, just as soon as you become aware that you will not be keeping your word, including keeping your word on time, saying to everyone impacted, okay, what we're looking at here is just what kind of an impact does it have on a person's life if you don't keep a word and you don't do stuff on time? How's that affect? Like I said, not taking out the trash and it keeps filling up, and then finally my wife would say to me, hey, when are you going to take the trash out? How did that affect her? How did it affect the opinion she has of me? I got to talk to him. I'm getting so tired that he's not keeping his word and losing. So I'm losing a little bit. I lost integrity with her, and she just, what else is he not going to do? Okay. So how does that affect the people you're around, the people at work, your boss, if you don't keep your word? Okay. And doing the best you can. All right. What about it restoring? How do we restore our integrity? Well, what it says, what do you do if you do not keep your word and you break a promise or an agreement? You can restore integrity by doing some of the following. First, acknowledge the promise or agreement that you broke. Simple. Honey, well, I want to apologize. I acknowledge that I did not keep my word and take care of the trash, which you expected me to do. And I just want to let you know that I'm sorry. And then secondly, it says, just, discuss the impact caused by breaking your promise or agreement. What he means by that is, hey, honey, I understand that it disappointed you, and that I didn't help you to trust me, so it just gave you some more stress or things to worry about, and I'm sorry that I did that to you. So discuss the effect, maybe at work. Sorry, excuse me. Maybe at work, you were supposed to do a project, you didn't get the project done. Well, all right, acknowledge that you didn't get it done, and acknowledge what impacted it did, like loss of trust, loss of dependability. Maybe you threw the project off schedule. Just acknowledge it. And then on the third aspect, what you need to do to restore integrity is third, say what you will put in place to ensure you do not break that promise or agreement again in the future. And like I said, hey, honey, what I'm going to do, I'll check the trash every morning, and I'll check the trash every night. And if it looks like it's full, to be taken out, I'm going to take it out. You won't have to say it again. So this is what I'm promising that I would do to restore my integrity with you. And the same thing with the boss, and say, okay, boss, yeah, well, what I'm planning on doing is says I will have the project done one day before it is that needs to be brought in. So I'm sorry. Just say what you can do, what the things you can put in place so you make sure that you hold integrity. I hope this helps. Have any comments? Please feel free to send out a comment to me on a post below, and we'll talk to you later. And thank you for this time.